Epic Games has recently announced sprites are staying in next season and possibly forever. So I thought, what better time to rank them all than now, while I still have like 20 and not like hundreds. So today I am ranking every sprite in Fortnite on this tier list, conveniently sitting right here behind me. And no, I am not including variants because I don't want this video to last 5 hours. Okay, also, before we start, I do want to clarify, I am mainly ranking these off of their ability, and then I'll give slight bonus points to a sprite if it looks cool. So if a sprite has a kind of good ability, and let's say I want to put it into A tier, but it has some kind of crazy good design, it might get into low S tier. Or if it looks hideous, it might go into high B tier now. So yeah, that's a bit of the base rules. Now let's just start with the first sprite. Starting off this video, I have the water sprite. This guy has the ability where you will get shield over time while standing in water. Look at this map. There is like no water here unless you're on the outskirts. This guy is like useless like 80% of the time. And then even if you do find some water, how often are you really that desperate for shield? Yeah, this guy's not that good. When it comes to his design though, I feel like he is pretty basic, but in a good way, kind of. There's not too much going on, but I don't think it's too little. And the water sprite has actually gotten pretty iconic by this point. So I feel like I can't really put him any lower than B tier. But because of the ability being so mid, he's just got to go into B tier. Up next we have the Earth sprite. And this guy's ability is where you can get rare items when opening chests. Like, I'll take that. Like, sure, I love rare items. I know you can get, like, the mythic boots and stuff. Like, he actually has a pretty good loot pool he'll give you stuff from. So, I actually really like this guy. His design looks great, too. He's pretty unique. I think this guy's going into A tier. Next, we have the Fire Sprite. He will do a burst of fire on people when you do some damage, but the fire just does like a little bit of extra damage, and like this is so useless. You'll just do a bit of extra damage occasionally every couple shots, and then the fire will explode on you and then you get burnt. This guy is useless. And then his design isn't even that cool either. He kind of just feels like a water sprite, but now he's like red and angry. I'm sorry to say it, but he has to go into D tier. He is like useless. Next we have the duck sprite. Emoting will make you heal slowly. But like it's super slow. Like way too slow. Like I don't know, it takes like a whole minute to get to max shield. And like in that time, you're gonna be able to find, like, 2 big pots in the time it takes for you to get to max shield with this guy. And, like, it is just so slow. I don't have time to randomly start breaking it down mid-game. I'm gonna get killed. Like, this guy is, like, horrible. I think he's actually going into D tier, but above the Fire Sprite. I don't think he's as bad as the Fire Sprite, but he is honestly, like, almost just as bad. He is horrible. Next we have the Ghost Sprite. This guy will turn you invisible while reloading your gun. This is actually pretty helpful though. Like I've actually been able to get a couple kills and like survive in fights because of this ability. The cloak actually lasts like a good amount of time if you get him to level 5. And then like it's enough time I can like run around and change positions without anyone noticing. So he is actually pretty helpful. And the design looks good. I like how unique he is with his eyes. But I don't think I can put him in S tier. I feel like he is really useful, but I don't think he's useful enough. So I'll put him at the top of A tier above Earth. And now, the Dream Sprite. I love this guy. When you level him up, he will give you random items. And like, this is super helpful though. And then at level 5, he'll give you a golden weapon and sometimes even a self-revive. And you don't even have to go extract him when you're done either. You just get the loot and he extracts himself. He is actually just like super helpful. You can just bring him into a game while he's level 4, open a couple chests, and now you're stacked. It's that easy. And then his design looks amazing. He's just a cute little sleepy pillow guy. And he's got some kind of like dirt on him. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. It helps with the design. And then he's got some like writing on him. I love this guy's ability and how he looks so much. I think he has to go into S tier. Like, I definitely think a few sprites will be able to pass him, but for now, he has to go into S tier. This guy is amazing. Next is the Demon Sprite, and honestly, I don't want to have to do back-to-back S tiers. This guy is also great. When you kill someone, he will give up to 30 siphon, which is really helpful, especially in duos. And then when it comes to his design, he looks really cool. He's very unique, with like the molten lava like leaking through him. Then he has some kind of like dog collar on or something. I don't know what that is. I don't know why he's wearing it, but like that's what it looks like, so we'll just go with it. I feel like, I don't know, I think this guy has to go into a high A tier. He is really good, but at the same time, I kind of just wish he didn't have on that dog collar. It looks a little weird. Now the Punk Sprite. This guy does possibly nothing or infinitely something. What does that mean? So this actually means he will give you infinite ammo in a random gun. You don't even get to pick which gun. And then it won't even always give you the infinite ammo. I can't see the stats on my screen right now because I'm just looking at this image and it just says he does possibly nothing or infinitely something. So who knows how often it will be that you'll get infinite ammo, but like I can't even tell off this image. So let's just assume maybe even every gun at level 5. That's still just like, infinite ammo is not really that useful even, because like I already have ammo. My guns come with it. Like, it is kind of helpful, but like at the same time, like please explain yourself. And then when it comes to his looks though, he does look really good, honestly. I love this design with the little outfit on, but because the ability is just not the most helpful, I think I have to put him into C tier. And now the King Sprite. This guy will give you more damage with your pickaxe, to the point where you can literally two-shot people and one-shot them if they don't have shield. This is amazing. I love just going in with this guy on level 5 and then just whacking everyone I see with my pickaxe. It is just so fun and powerful. And then even when you aren't just using it on people, it's really helpful for getting materials or breaking into someone's box. Just like, he is so good. And then his design also looks really cool. He's very creepy and mysterious, but I like that. And then he just has some random purple X on his chest. I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna go with it because it kind of looks cool. So yeah, this guy, easily S tier in the top, above the Dream Sprite even. Meaning this guy is currently winning as my favorite in the game. Now, the 0 Point Sprite. The big, rare one everyone is after. If everyone wants it so badly, it's gotta be pretty helpful, right? Right? When you heal, you get a shield bubble around you. This is useless. And especially as a build player, like, I don't need this at all. I can just build. I just put up a wall and I'm fine. I like the design, though. It does look pretty cool. But he has to go into B tier. I can't put him any higher for being this rare and having this bad of an ability. And now, the Burnt Peanut Sprite. This guy has a chance to give you mythic items just randomly, whether it's from a chest or it's from killing someone. But he's pretty much just like the Earth Sprite, but now it's just always gonna be a mythic, and you get it from killing people too. So his design is also just a little freaky, but I feel like I can't just place him too far off from the Earth Sprite, so I'll just put him right above Earth Sprite into A tier. Perfectly fine, because they're basically the same. Next is the Fishy Sprite, and I don't know if this is a hot take, but this guy's not that bad. I've heard a lot of people hate on this guy, but he will make you swim faster, and you can run faster when you take damage. Mainly because of the running faster part, this guy is really helpful in the storm. And as someone that spends a lot of time in the storm maxing out sprites, this is really helpful actually. I have to put this guy into the top of A tier because he's honestly just really helpful. The design is a little cursed though, but it's fine. I don't care because he is really helpful though in the storm. And now the soccer ball striker sprite. He will give you the overdrive effect when you hurdle, mantle, or wall scramble. That's pretty useful actually. Sometimes I'll be going somewhere and I just place a wall, mantle over it, boom, now I run fast. But just look at this guy. He literally just looks like a soccer ball with a body. He's not even like a blob like the other guys. He's literally just a ball on a tiny little human looking shaped body, which looks a little weird, and he does not fit in with the other guys at all. Also, the little bit of hair on his head just looks a little weird. Like, he doesn't look enough like a sprite to me for him to fit in right. So, I feel like I have to just put this guy into B tier. He'll go in the top because I like his ability, but I can't put someone looking like this little guy into B tier. Now the Aura Sprite, also known as the Drifter Sprite on the Sprite skin menu for unknown reasons. I don't know. He will give you the shock rock effect when you damage people. And honestly, that's helpful actually. I'll be mid-fight, I shoot someone, boom, I get a shock rock now. Now I have mobility, I can get over to them faster, I can kill them. Overall, just helpful. Then when it comes to his looks, he's mysterious, he's cool, he's got glowing eyes, he's got this hoodie on. He looks really cool. I have to put this guy into A tier. He's overall just a really good sprite. Now the boss sprite, which he can give you up to 50 extra health and shield. This is like, I don't even really know how to explain it. It's just really good to get 50 extra health. Like, I don't know really how to explain it much better. Like, it's just health, and that's really helpful in fights. In a fighting game where the point is to not take damage as much, then boom, it's good. Overall, I'd say this guy goes into S tier, but barely below the King Sprite. But the thing is, I didn't go over how he looks yet. He is awesome. The red and black looks so good. And then, like, the face, he just looks so cool with, like, the glowing eyes, the horns. This guy has to go into the top of S tier. Finally, someone was able to beat out that King Sprite. The Grim is just like 0 Point. Looks pretty cool. But the ability is not worth it being as rare as it is. And then his ability is where it will mark someone when they damage you. Which, I mean, I guess is helpful. But at the same time, I can see where the gunshots come from. So I kind of already know where they are. And it only lasts a couple seconds. So, like, yeah, it's just not as good as it should be. Then his design, I do like it. But it just doesn't feel like a sprite to me. He just has too much clothing on and covers his entire body. You can't really see a sprite in there. Kind of just looks like a short little Grim Reaper. Not really a sprite Grim Reaper. So he's going into B tier, right under the 0 Point, fitting with the other ultra rare but still not that good rare sprites. Next is the Air Sprite, which is way more helpful than I ever would have thought they would be. He can increase your speed and jump height when you're sprinting. That is already really helpful. But then, he completely removes fall damage. He doesn't even make it where you just take less. He just completely removes it. You're completely fine if you fall from any height. He is really helpful, mainly from this fall damage part, but then being able to jump and run faster just helps make him even better. I didn't think this would happen, but this guy's gotta go past the boss sprite and the very top of S tier. Now the 7 sprite. He will show footstep trails where people were recently walking. I can see where other people are walking on my own though. I have visual sound effects turned on. this just really isn't that helpful unless I see footsteps and I'm like, oh, someone was near here, I guess, a bit ago. And then it also lasts up to 30 seconds, so I can kinda, I guess, see if someone is here in the last, like, half a minute. But normally I already know that because I have on visual sound effects. This just isn't the most useful. And then the design, I do think is pretty cool, but I do wish you could see the actual Sprite in it. I wish they had maybe their, like, helmet off or something. I wish you could see them a little more. So, this guy, I'm gonna say C tier, but he is very close to being B tier. So, it's been a few days since I recorded this video, and I was just editing through it, and I was ranking all of these guys off a list I got on a website, and for whatever reason, the list didn't include Batman or John Wick. So I guess blame the website. But now I have to do this now, and I'll just insert this clip in the middle of the video, I guess. So for Batman, put him in S tier. Glider redeploy is really helpful, actually. John Wick goes in a B tier because his ability is useless in solos. Okay, bye. Back to the video. I don't know. Next is the Vinny Jr. Sprite, where you can slide kick enemies and deal a bit of damage. This is just so random, though. Vinny Jr., I don't know much about him, but he isn't known for, like, sliding or anything in real life. You can do that in soccer sometimes, but he doesn't really do it. So, like, it has no, like, connection. It doesn't really make sense. I don't really know who Vinny Jr. is. He's kind of just a random soccer player. I feel like he didn't really deserve a Sprite that much. I feel like they should have gone to a Fortnite content creator, or at least some kind of content creator first, kind of like the Burnt Peanut. I feel like he's just a little too unknown. And the ability, I know I've heard a lot of people say he's really good. I feel like it's just not the most helpful, because it's hard mid-fight to try to slide kick someone. Because they're just gonna shoot me in my face as I'm running up to them. I'm like, I gotta go get him. I'm gonna slide kick him. And then boom, I'm dead. Like, it's just not that easy to use. And then, like, I don't know, it's just a little bad in my opinion. And I don't really know who Vinny Jr. is. He was kind of a random choice to pick to add as a Sprite. And I just have thought this for a while. He looks weird. It does not look right when you try to morph a human into a blob child. So he's got to go into C tier. I feel like they could have picked a better person to make into a Sprite if they wanted to even do a human, but it just looks weird to me, so he's got to go into C tier. Next is the Poyo Sprite. It's not Polo, it's Poyo. This guy, when you get kills, will give you shield for you and people that are near you on your team. He's just a better demon Sprite. And unlike the Vinny Jr. Sprite, it is based on someone that is known for playing the game. Also, I do really like his little FNCS jersey on him. I do think that's pretty funny. I think he's got to go into A tier right above the demon Sprite, because he's basically just a better version of the same Sprite. Next is the Llama Sprite. And this Sprite is way more helpful than I would have thought he would actually be. There's a 20% chance you will be able to upgrade a gun in your inventory by opening ammo boxes. That's actually pretty helpful, though. You can just find one, like, sniper or shotgun and get it to gold rarity in a couple minutes because it's 1 in 5 ammo boxes. And his design, I think he does look pretty much nothing like a Sprite in the face, but I think that's kind of just funny. I like how it's just a llama head plopped onto a Sprite. I think he's going to the bottom of S tier. He is just really helpful, but I don't think he's able to beat out some of the others in S tier. Next is the Peely Sprite. This guy is horrible. I hate to say it. I don't want to have to say it about Peely, but he is horrible. His ability is where he will mark nearby rare sprites for you. But if you're not on a hunt for rare sprites, this is useless. He'll just ping a chest for you if there's a rare sprite in it, but I already open all the chests around me. And as someone who has currently every sprite in the game at level 5, he's useless to me because I don't need rare sprites. And then, It's supposed to be because that's such a good ability. In return, he will nerf you. But because it's actually not that good of ability, it feels like he pretty much just nerfs you. This is the only Sprite in the game that actually does have a nerf on you. He will put a big red circle around you on the minimap. I don't know if this is supposed to be just a random negative effect, or if it's supposed to be because they think people might be trying to hunt you down for your Peely Sprite. But these guys are everywhere with how many Peely hours they're doing, so no one is coming for me for the Sprite. They just want to kill me. It is so annoying how I'll get hunted down because of this. Sometimes I'll be in a 1v1, and then I'll see the big red circle, and I'm like, oh, I know where the final guy is. But, like, I'm just lucky I'm not in that position, because then they're going to find me, and they're going to come kill me. This guy has to go in the bottom of D tier, below the Flame Sprite. We've made it so far in the video, I didn't think any of them would be worse than him, but somehow, right at the end, someone became worse than the Flame Sprite. I am sorry, Peely, it's not your fault, but your son is horrible. And now for the final Sprite of the video, the Iron Mouse Sprite. This Sprite, when you get low on health, this Sprite will cloak you, regenerate your health, and give you low gravity. Literally any of these abilities on their own would have been good enough to be their own entire Sprite. It's a 3-in-1. I will say, I don't know who Iron Mouse is. The design isn't that interesting to me. But they gotta go right below the boss Sprite. They are very, very helpful. And very overpowered. So, yeah. There she goes. There she is. Top 3. That's my final list. Air Sprite is my favorite. Peely Sprite's my least favorite. That's the list. That's my ranking of every Sprite in Fortnite on a tier list. So, yeah, I can end the video now.